week as well, start doing a matrix on the entries, but perhaps we'll just jump straight into the actual walk through a sample chart, and we'll throw up some SAM charts as well, or a SAM chart alongside it, and see how the two compare. Because generally, most times, if you're trading SAM, you can get much more entries and more scale-ins and more pips out of them than you can with the standard class, with the standard procedure. Okay, so let's flip over to the NewsWatch. Okay, we'll just have to do everything in a little window here, so the menus don't disappear. I don't know why it does that. Praise Microsoft. Okay, and what else do we have? He goes around the block, depends on the speed. He's saying 6 hours of driving. Yeah, okay. Yes, Dad lives about 2 or 3 hours away. You still there, Eusebio?
Yeah, sure, of course.
Okay, go.
Okay, so on Sunday we have to know that indeed USA and Canada goes daily saving time, so in a few hours now, in 6 hours, and so there will be a difference of only 5 hours between the London time, the Brussels time or Paris time and New York time, or 4 hours between the London time and New York time. So, and this for 2 weeks. Europe will go daily saving time in 2 weeks. Oh, I no longer see the calendar, Chris, because the chassis is over it.
Sorry, it happens when I type. Yep, go.
Okay, so then what do we have? We have Law speaking from the Bank of Australia.
Where is he?
At 7:15 p.m.
Oh, opened up on the right date. No, I hadn't closed this one down. Okay.
So due to speak at Melbourne Business School online conference. No, not important at all. General lecture. Then we will have nothing else for Sunday.
Okay.
On Monday, we have the Euro group meeting, but I completely ignore them because they never take decisions, so we can ignore. Then we will have for the OZ, the monetary policy meeting minutes to monitor.
Okay.
Okay, and that's it for Monday. So not a lot of news on Monday. On Tuesday, we have Kuroda from the Bank of Japan speaking. Due to speak at a FinTech Summit hosted by Nikkei in Tokyo. No, we can ignore. Then we have the 2 Euro views. We have the ZEW economic sentiment and the German ZEW economic sentiment, so under H4.
Hey, Nathan.
I will monitor the ECOFIN meetings, but we don't know when they will make their conclusion. Then we have the 2 US dollar retail sales month-over-month and core retail sales month-over-month under H4.
Yep.
And then we'll have the Kiwi GDT price index all time frame, but it is tentative, so you have to pay attention when the release will be scheduled. And then we have the Kiwi current account all time frames. And then we have Kent speaking again from the Bank of Australia, but probably not important, due to deliver a speech titled Small Businesses Finance in the Pandemic at an Online Event. So okay, we can ignore. And then we have the yen trade balance all time frames. Then on Wednesday, we have to pay attention to the Dutch parliamentary election. No, I will not pay attention to that. Then we will have to monitor the German 30-year bond auction. Then we have the CPI month-over-month for the card all time frames, as well as the core CPI month-over-month. And then I will still monitor the US dollar housing starts. And then, of course, monitor the crude oil inventories. And then we will have a big block in red with the Fed, so the FOMC economic projections, the FOMC statement, the federal funds rate, so all higher time frame, and then the press conference.
Yep.
Then we'll have the Kiwi GDP quarter over quarter all time frames. And then I will not say monitor, but all time frames, employment change and unemployment rate for the Aussie. Hold on. Okay. And then I will monitor the Reserve Bank of Australia bulletin. And then we have again Kent speaking. Due to deliver a speech titled The End of Labour and the Australian Market at a Virtual, no, not important at all, general lecture.
People and Nathan. Okay. Yeah.
Where are we? So that was for Wednesday. Thursday, we have the Swiss trade balance, all time frames.
Yep.
We have the Euro trade balance, all time frames.
Yep.
Then we have Cunliffe speaking from the Bank of England, due to deliver an opening remarks at an online event hosted by the Bank of International Settlements. Probably interesting, but not important at this point. General opening remarks. So, and then we have another big red block with the Bank of England with the MPC official bank rate votes, monetary policy summary, official bank rate, and MPC asset purchase facility votes and asset purchase facility. So all this in red and of course high impact. Then we will have the, let's see, the Philly Fed manufacturing index for the US dollar. Now the CAD ADP non-farm is not important in Canada, but the Philly Fed manufacturing index under H4. And I will still continue to monitor the USD unemployment claims, monitor the natural gas storage. I will monitor the pound GFK consumer confidence, and then monitor the yen monetary policy statement. Oh no, sorry, another big red one. Sorry, it's a big red one with the Bank of Japan monetary policy statement, Bank of Japan policy rate and press conference.
Yep.
Pay attention, the press conference schedule is not defined yet, which is usual with the Bank of Japan. And that's it for Thursday. And on Friday.
Oh, scrolling.
Yeah, please. Thanks. So we will have the CAD retail, core retail sales and retail sales month over month, so under H4.
Okay. The normal incantation applies. Don't place any orders within 1 hour of them. Get out of them within half an hour. If you've got lots of units open, you can be a bit more judicious, and I'll leave it at that. And because you're all big boys, done the standard, and girls. So here's the top 10 from last week out of the top 28 pairs. And the range is 1152, hasn't moved much. So still small ranges on these. Coming down here. So this is just the top of the weekly hits. And how far down in this little lot do you want to go, Eusebio?
I would go down to the US dollar Swiss. But you can include also the EuroCAD and the Kiwi Swiss, because take all of them until the Euro Pound, because we are seeing that all these medium pairs have progressively their range increasing. So and nicely increasing. So it may be interesting as a second choice to have a look to these pairs, indeed.
Sure. Yeah, because last week the 600, it didn't break the 600 point, which is until around about this.
You can also include the euro yen, because you see 659 is not significantly different from 661.
Okay, so bringing all this back over here. And one more thing, I checked with Eusebio, and the this hasn't changed much. The top area where we need to sort of monitor the long-term situation. So no changes in those, and so I'll be putting that down as the 14th was last checked. What else do I need to check out? Nope, that's it. If anybody's got any questions, let us know. So I'm just pushing through this. I want one of those. Okay, and now we match up the top 10 with the news for the day. So on Sunday there's nothing, and on Monday there's nothing.
Okay, so we will have the pound Kiwi or pound Aussie.
Yep.
Then we will have the pound Swiss or pound US dollar.
Where are we?
Tuesday bottom.
Oh, thank you.
So pound Swiss, pound US dollar.
Yep.
And then we will have the pound yen or pound CAD.
Oh, I could have stayed there, but hey, saves characters. Okay, and on Tuesday we've got nothing left over from Monday, and on Tuesday we have the euro.
Sorry, euro, okay.
The US.
US dollar, here and here and here, okay.
And the Kiwi.
And the Kiwi. So Kiwi, and Kiwi. Okay. So the first choice will be so the Euro Kiwi or Euro Aussie.
Okay.
Then we'll have an unusual choice with the Kiwi US dollar and let's say the pound Swiss.
Huh. Okay.
Kiwi US dollar and pound Swiss.
Okay. Right.
And then the pound Kiwi or pound Aussie.
Okay, so leftovers from Tuesday, there are the Kiwi.
The Kiwi, so Kiwi here, here, and here, okay.
Yen.
The yen, okay.
Got the CAD on Wednesday.
The CAD, okay.
The US, nope. And the US dollar.
No, the US dollar, yeah, US dollar. So US dollar here, here, and here, okay. Okay, so we will have again the Kiwi US dollar or the pound US dollar.
Ah, this one.
But with the pound US dollar, yeah. Then we will have the pound Kiwi or pound Aussie.
I can do that easily. Yep.
And then we will have the pound yen or pound CAD.
Okay. And leftovers from Wednesday are, we've got the Kiwi.
The Kiwi, again, the Kiwi is very popular for the moment.
Oh, yes. Aussie.
Okay. The Aussie, and Aussie, yeah.
And that's it, except for Thursday, which we've got the Swiss.
The Swiss, so here, okay.
The Euro.
The Euro, so here and here, yeah.
Pound, it's a big one.
Wow, pound. It will be a difficult day.
Yep.
Pound, okay.
US dollar.
The US dollar, yeah.
That's it.
Wow. Well, so
that's why big bucks, Eusebio.
We will have the pound Kiwi or pound Aussie. Then we will have the pound Swiss or pound US dollar.
Yep.
Then we will have the Euro Kiwi or Euro Aussie.
Yep.
And as an alternative, exceptionally, you can also add the Aussie US dollar and the Kiwi US dollar.
Okay.
EU and NU.
Stretch them out.
Aussie US dollar and Kiwi US dollar.
Sure, done.
Okay.
Okay. And leftovers from Thursday. Where are we? Still going. The yen.
The yen. So here, okay.
And on Friday we've got the CAD.
The CAD. So here, okay. So we will have the pound yen or pound CAD.
Okay.
Then pound yen or pound CAD. Yeah. Then pound Kiwi or pound Aussie.
Yep.
And then the pound Swiss or pound US dollar, like Monday or Thursday. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Done. So the idea is that these ones here, there's no particular strength or order to them, are the ones that you sort of go for if you want to chop down the number of pairs that you're monitoring and or trading. So just watch those ones. If these ones don't work out, then have a go at these ones, and maybe this one, the extra bit at the bottom there. And if you really don't want sort of something that's moving as fast as the pound, then I will also add the other 10, these ones, to the list on the website. So these ones are reasonable movers as well. So wouldn't produce as much money, but could be less stressful. That's why we have them up there. It was more because of Brexit was causing the pound to jump around and be really silly at the time. CAD yen did not make it for Friday. Dan is questioning your expertise, you said.
No problem. You can always ask questions. Simply because the CAD yen is not in the selected pairs, the CAD yen is not in the, and the CAD Swiss are, and the CAD yen is not in the top 10. And for the pound Swiss, the pound Swiss has been selected on Monday, on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Because we have for Thursday, because we have news on the pound and on the Swiss, and for the other days simply because they are part of the top 10. So remember how I choose the pairs. I choose the pairs based on the news release, and when there is too many choices among these pairs due to the news, I give up the preference to the most moving pairs, and in case of the absence of news, I take the most moving pairs. This is how I choose the pair. But of course, you are completely free to add any pair you want. So if one day there is a news at the same time on the CAD and the yen, you are completely free to add the CAD yen. Yeah, why not? But don't forget, what I try to do is I try to catch or to select the most moving pairs every day. Okay?
And Nathan, is that okay? Okay, cool. And that's good. So I'll just bring this back up again because it seems relevant. Here are the top movers. So we've got the 28 pairs all listed here. And the dollar range out here is what they're all sorted by. I'll just put these back in the middle. Where are we? So these are the top 10 out of that list. And we're just going for ones above 600 at the moment. It used to be, I think we were selecting ones that were above 700, Eusebio, once upon a time. But I can't remember. It was a few years ago when the ranges were better. But,
yeah, indeed.
At the moment, we're using ranges above 600, so all the way down to here at the moment. So these seem to be quite favourable.
Yeah, because we have enough pairs in the top 10, in fact.
Yep. And if you, yes, okay, right, okay, let me save this.
It can be interesting in a future scrolling party to illustrate more in details how I use my matrix, my pair matrix to show the process I use to select the pair. So
sure, and we'll probably do that at the end of the session, Eusebio.
Yeah.
With this first part, Craig chops out and makes it available to the public. So don't want to give away too many secrets. The courses are excellent if anybody's just watching this or only watching this session. Okay, so let's move on to the next part of the session, which is the exit matrix spruce up. If anybody's got any questions, please ask. And if you want to be unmuted, that'll be cool as well. It's really helpful.